Oh, hello there. Yeah, we're back on the Arcanacraft server, and I'm Bassos as usual. And there's some taint flowing up to the ceiling because, well, we've updated to a new version of a couple of mods, like Blood Magic, Witchery, and, well, Thaumcraft and Thaumatic Tinkerer. So now Thaumcraft has changed. And instead of the usual setup, there is a new way to research spells, and there are also new spells or new things to discover. And you look them up in the Taumanomicon, and instead of what you used to do, that you go to the research table and just randomly select something with Essentia and then see what kind of research it will get. Now with the update, you go to the Taumanomicon and you actually click on something that you can research. And like for instance, the Essential Mirrors need 8 of the travel one, but I don't have it, so I can't actually buy the research that is well already unlocked, because I do have the knowledge of all the different Essentia that are in there. And well, I already did some stuff, so Metal Purification is new, and well, those actually go to Gold, Copper and Tin Purification, and I can buy these by just left clicking, because at the teal lettering beneath the symbols, click to purchase, and that just means that I have enough research essentia in here for Metallum and Ordo, because well, 320 and 245, that is well, a lot more than the 5 and the 2 we need, and the 1 Vitreous or glass. And the same with these, it is just a little bit, so we can just click, and then we get the new research options, and those research options, they go in your inventory. Well, at least they should have gone in my inventory. And well, I already have some, but I don't know, maybe these aren't actually researched. It's just already researched. Yeah, it is, because it's a subset of the metal purification. So sometimes you just get the new research without actually having to do something. But in other cases, if you still need to do a lot of stuff, like the runic armor, that is for the boots of the traveler, and then you can actually give them more armor. So that is something I really definitely want. But I also want the automated alchemy, and this is also a pretty complicated or complex one, because the idea here is not as in the previous ones that you move the runes, but in this case you select Essentia and you drag them over here, and the way to connect is like this is water or aqua, and aqua can be used to build other Essentia. So it's a primal, so nothing is actually building water, so this is a start. And then if you build something else from aqua, that would connect. But this is Fabrico, and Fabrico is both, or maybe not both, but at least it is built up from Essentia, and those count for this one. And if you have Precantatio, which is built from, well, I think Vacuous and Perditio or something like that, and or Potentia, well, that it has a combination that actually creates Precantatio, but it's also used in some other stuff. So you can use both the stuff they are actually built from and what you build from them. So well, with Aqua it's easier. So what we now want to do is make a connection between these four, and you do that by well, finding something they have in common, which well, for all the Essentia is the primals eventually, but usually something in between as well. So let's see if we can do this, and will probably become clear pretty fast. So okay, we can already see that Motus and Aqua, that is what creates Permutatio, so this one. And that means that Aqua is already in the basic setup for the Permutatio. So if we wanted to, we could just do Motus Permutatio all the way over here until it just has Permutatio here, because that is built up from Aqua. And to see if that actually works, let's create some. We'll drag the Permutatio here, and you see it actually connects because it starts with a golden line. And the other way around, we can also do that, of course. So if we put Aqua here, it also connects to this one. So these two are pretty much already set up. and now we just need to connect the Fabrico and the Precantatio with it. Alrighty then. I think I've figured out a way to actually connect them all, and it is of course not all that difficult. You have Fabrico up on top, and that is built up from Humanus or Humanus and Instrumentum. So I can build Humanus or Instrumentum just beside it, and it will connect. And then Humanus is built up from Bestia and Cognitio, so I can do Bestia or Cognitio here. So Humanus and then Bestia. And Bestia is Motus plus Victus. And Motus is already part of this one, so we can just do Motus from that thing, the Permutatio. And but we don't need to, because with the Bestia it's not just Motus, it's also Victus, and Victus is Aqua and Terra. So well, if we go Humanus, Bestia, Victus, then it will be Aqua again. So let's see if that works. Well, there has to be an Aqua here, and a Humanus here, and then a Bestia, and then a Victus. So yeah, this connects, and for these we just need the Permutatio and the Aqua. And from Precantatio, well, you can go several ways, but I guess for now I'll go with Vacuous and Potentia. This is what it's built up from. It's not really important, but well, you can do that. You can also use Auram, because it's built from Precantatio and Air, and then from Auram you go to Air, and well, from Air you can go to any other primal pretty fast. So yeah, let's see. Vacuous from the Precantatio, and Vacuous itself is then built up from Air and Perdicio and Air. Well, that's a primal, and you can go from primal to the other primals well, in one go, I think. I don't know if you actually can go immediately, or you need the Tempestas or something first. Oh, and I only have one of those. But well, if it's air and water, that shouldn't actually be all that difficult. No, that's Motus. Well, I guess Motus is fine as well. And where is it? This. So then this will be Motus, and then this will be air again, so that doesn't work. So Motus, air, aqua. And Motus, air, Motus. That should probably work. And then the last one. So yeah, now we just need the Permutatio and the Aqua. And let's see. Aqua, Permutatio, Aqua. So we need one more. So it's a matter of taking a little side step, so it actually connects properly. And well, more Aqua. And the final Permutatio. Yeah, so now they're all connected, and you can do it in several different ways, because you don't need to go back and forth between one actual combination. But yeah, that is of course the easiest, even though it will take a lot of those. But well, I've got so many primals that I can build everything. Well, maybe not all that many air, but yeah, I can almost build everything as well, enough times that this will probably still be enough of all the different sorts of essentia. But yeah, we connected it and it worked. So now we've got automated alchemy, because, well, I'll read this fairly quickly. But first of all, my setup for the infusion altar is now broken, because you see all sorts of steam comes from the vents, and well, that's an indication of essentia being stuck in the pipes. And the way I build it is just one big pipe going through everything, and apparently that's not the way you're supposed to be doing it. And well, even though it did work before, it's broken now, and they don't connect to this at all anymore. so I removed them. And you can build the Essentia Resonator, which will then show you what is inside something. And I'm not really sure exactly how it works at the moment. But yeah, it definitely is different, so that's why I thought let's just research the automated alchemy, and perhaps this is actually something that is needed now to be able to automate everything in the Essentia collection, because with the alembics and the alchemy from the furnaces, it now just says you can use vials to get the essentia out of here, and yeah, you can, but we don't want to. We want to automate it so that you just burn stuff and it finds its own little spot. So yeah, that is the next part of making sure everything is working again. And yeah, I built a roof over this because damn, that air affinity. I guess I would like to buy some no affinity books. I want to use the air because the sprint and featherfall is very nice. But, well, the consequence of not being able to go out in the rain is very bad. So yeah, let me figure out how this works. Alrighty, well, let's build this mystical construct and see if it works. And, well, apparently according to this it is a crucible with a fire beneath it, or a source of heat. And then 2 alchemical constructs on top of it. So yeah, let's see how that works, or if that works. So this is just netherrack, and put it on fire. Then let's put in a cauldron and turn it into a crucible. And then let's put 2 of these constructs on top. And give it a whack with the wand. Does that actually say you need to whack it with the wand? No, it doesn't tell you how to build it at all. It just assumes you know these kind of things. Well, I guess that's funny. Yeah, so now we have a new thing with an input and an output. And you can connect these with Essentia tubes. Well, all the way over all to those, but I'm not sure if those connect to the alembics and the furnaces on their own. So first let's see if these actually do connect. Yes. Oh, but not on the all sides? No. Interesting. I guess it's just normal stone or bricks, but I don't have those. So it can go to the side. And can it go both ways? Yes. And probably also to the top. Maybe you can even put the alembics on here. But why would you want to? Yeah. Okay, so at least stuff can go in here. Alrighty, so I built some of the Mnemonic Matrices, because that's something that apparently stores more options or possibilities. And I hooked it up to, well, a water jar of some Precantatio, so I could actually find out how it works. And yeah, the catalyst is the stuff that you throw in so it actually does something. And here it says, for 4 Precantatio you'll get 1 Thaumium ingot. So you click it and it stays selected until either all the Precantatio is gone, or until the catalysts are gone, and then you create the Thaumium. And if you right click it, it stops again. So yeah, it's kind of the same as the normal cauldron, but of course this is much easier because you don't have the option of, well, getting leftover essentia that will spill out into the world. So yeah, this is probably pretty useful, and I'm gonna definitely use it for anything I need to alchemize. Yet it's not a no solution for this problem with connecting these alembics to, well, all the jars over here, because they really want you to have the valves, because that means you can turn stuff on and off, but I don't know how to connect them because these things aren't actually openings. Because if you place them there, it doesn't actually connect to it. So I'm really not sure how to well, pull the stuff out of this in an automated way. So yeah, I guess I'll have to figure that out, but that is fine, and new stuff is always interesting. Well, always, usually interesting at least. And yeah, for now this is the new way of research, this is the new alchemy setup, and well, how to actually make sure that this doesn't well, it doesn't do anything bad except that it, well, doesn't store or doesn't fill up anymore, I guess. And the workaround is of course then just burn stuff and take it out manually and then place it inside of the water jars, but that is definitely not something that can be the actual goal or the purpose of this setup. So yeah, I'll figure this out eventually, but not today, not today. Alrighty, this is me signing off for today. Later!